Hi, I got some feedback that currently there are some problems with the default setup stuff which is explained here. So I will just redo the steps and check if there are some errors. I have created a new Eclipse instance with a complete clean workspace, so should be absolutely the same for you. Here, let's check out this. Again, go to S4N and add it here as a repository, and then I will create again a second project which will use the DroidAR project as a library project. Currently there are some bugs with the Android SDK. Check out. Yeah, that should be all fine. So can go back and create a second one. I think it's do it like this. Android project. Next. The current version you should use is a test project. The current version is yeah, I would stick to something like this here. But you can set the minimum SDK to, I think it's 3. It should be working with 3, but currently there are not many devices left which use something less than 2.1. So yeah, some example test activity finish. Yeah, now we have to wait until it's checked out, then our project will be created. I think I will pause here and wait until it's finished. Okay, it checked out the first project and created the second one. Currently it's loading the Android stuff, and here you can see I'm using 2.1 for the default DroidAR project. Let's check this. Okay, 2.2, because I added some OpenGL2 stuff and it's just for testing. Maybe I will set it down to an earlier version again. But as I said, you can set the minimum required level to 3, so that you also can deploy on Android 1.5 devices. So apparently here are some errors. You probably will have 2, so I can explain this shortly. Go here to Java compiler, and then the one solution would be to just set it here to default 1.6, or manually set it only for this project to 1.6. So now hopefully all the errors are gone. Okay. First let's try this and add it as an, I think it's not a library at the moment. Yeah, right. So first change the DroidAR project to a library project, and then add it to the test project. You have to add the permissions and the activities. You can copy them from the Android manifest from DroidAR. So let's do this. Here you can scroll down and get all these activities. Some of them might not be needed. You can check out the Java doc of these activities, should explain what they do. But the easiest thing is just to add them. They don't create any filters except the error handler, which catches all the errors. If you don't change this behavior, then it automatically catches the error, and the user can send errors to your email address, for example. Yeah, copy the activities and then copy also the permissions. Here you can see I set the minimum SDK version to 3. In this project I set it, I think it's up here now, to 7. We can also change it here to 3. It should still work also on 1.5 devices. And then copy all these permissions and features so that the camera can be used, your internet for some applications might be needed. So, and also of course this to allow large screen densities. Yep, that should be it. I'll paste it up here. Don't paste it inside the application tag, just yeah, in the manifest somewhere. Here it's the same, the application tag, and there it's closed, and after this there comes the permissions and stuff like this. So save it, and now we can try it directly. So let's do it like create a new button. Okay. Okay, now it works. This needs a context, and we set a on-click listener, set on-click listener, and a new on-click listener, and then set organize to import the on-click listener. And here we say RR activity, start with setup, test project this, and the setup we want to use. Let's create a default IR setup, because that takes a lot of work for us. Default IR setup, here it is. You only have to implement this one method here, where you define some stuff. I don't need this, I just want to check if it's running. So that should be it. You can now add, for example, a world add, and then some objects. I already did this in the other, okay, maybe not an arrow, maybe a complete object. So let's, here is one. Now, so this way, this yeah, hex group, I think it's just some rotating hex components, hexagon components, which are rotating. Yeah, this is all you need to do, and now it should be working. I will shortly pause again and check and plug my device into the computer. Okay, I plugged in my smartphone. And now the last thing you have to do is just execute it as an Android project. So this should be it, hopefully. So it's launching, and let's see. You should open the DDMS to see what's going on the device. And here you can see the loghead up here. Here you have a nice logging information. Okay, now I have my empty button, and when I click it, now does it crash or does it load? Okay, it looks like it looked normally. So with the newest version of the Android SDK and the newest ADT plugin and everything up to the latest version, there should be no problems. If you have problems, always try here project clean and then clean all projects. Also always read the information which is done here if there are errors. The Android SDK normally provides you with good information what's wrong. You can try things like Android tools fix project properties, and what else? Sometimes the DroidAR library is additionally to this link here. It is also linked, I think, under here as an external library. Just click it and remove it from here, so that the only link is here. That is some common error I had in the past. Yeah, so it works for me. If you have problems, report them just to the issues section here and as a new issue. Thanks for watching.